Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, oh my goodness, you guys. I know I'm running a little bit behind, so let me get your names up in here. Thanks you guys for coming on in. We're running behind, but I almost was a whole hour late. But I had to do my hair, you guys. It was just getting undoable. So I got Nancy LaRose, I got Diane Harris, and Nancy LaRose, Diane Harris. I got Miss Dee Dee, and in that minute of 3:56, who else come in? Valerie didn't say popcorn yet. Oh, she said at 3:57. She said at 3:57, but C6 Banks did say it, so I'll get you. C6 Banks. Let me get everybody in here. I'm gonna just get everybody in here, cause y'all done came in and I'm just Valerie M. I'm put you in there. C Banks, you're 4. Valerie, you're 5. Zena, you're. Let me make sure. Let me see here. Zena T, you're 6. Lisa Taylor, you're 7. I don't know if your lateness is gonna help you win, but and then that's it. That's it. Oh, woke the God said popcorn, and we're good. Okay, I get you, woke the God. You're number 7. You're number 8. I'm sorry. Okay, so the first popcorn goes to. I got popcorn on there. Lord have mercy. And I believe that's Nancy. I done put popcorn. Nancy, if you win on this one right here, I'm gonna say, if I got popcorn, I got Nancy on here. I almost didn't put your name on here. Okay, so Nancy, your number 7929940. Diane Harris, your number is 7929939. So forth, and Miss Dee Dee, you're 38. C6 Banks, you're 41. Number 5, Valerie, you're 44. Zena, Valerie's number 5. Zena, your number 6 is 43. Lisa T, you're 42. And Woke to God, you're 45. Because I was pulling tickets, you guys, in. And like I said, as long as before I get off into the commentary, I'll throw it on in there. And I've been doing what I said I was going to do. Let me see what you guys are saying real quick. We had to come on. We had to get our time in. That's number 1. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Diane. Good afternoon, Miss Dee Dee. Good afternoon, Lisa Taylor. Good afternoon, Woke to God. Lisa Calhoun, she done came up in here. She said, I'm here. Lisa Calhoun, Nancy. Did I miss anybody? Because I kind of went so fast. Zena Turbert, C6 Banks. How you guys doing? Valerie Montgomery, Miss Diddy. How you guys doing? Come on in, you guys. Share the live. Click the like button, and come on in. You guys, it's surprising we still got our channel going. It's still going. It's still doing what it's supposed to do. So don't you guys worry about it. Don't you guys worry about a thing. Okay? Some people be like, I'm going to come on anyway. Oh, my hair feels so much better. I got conditioner in it. So I just straighten it. And if you know anything about me, I do not like doing my hair. And so it was needing it, and I was feeling just yucky. What time is the giveaway on the 30th? That's going to be 7 o'clock p.m., you guys. And we're going to have to get in and get out. So, yeah, it's going to be on the 30th, and it's coming up. So if you're a mod and you haven't received your tickets, which I've only got 3 tickets for mods right here. And then that is, they get 6 tickets, but I've got their names on these right here. Just so I can keep things together, because I'm doing homework, schoolwork, work at home, just trying to keep things together. Things is trying to get out of hand. You know what happens when the cat away, the mice will play. So, So anyway, you guys, that is what time the giveaway we're gonna be doing. I want to share with you. She said, "Thank you, Lord." All right, so you're happy about that. Y'all agreed up on it, so that's what we're gonna do. Hey, Soldier Girl, how you doing? Hey, Tina Powers. If you're modding here, say me. If you didn't get your tickets, let me see if Tina's on here. Tina P, you already on here. Sonia Watts, Lisa Taylor. Let me see if Lisa Taylor is one thing. I know she's in here. Let me see something. Because I don't know why Lisa Taylor is in green. I know she's a member. But do you have a wrench, Lisa Taylor? Because I know you're a mod, but do you have a wrench also? Because Woke to God is a member. And let me see here. I think Let me see. We gotta get you a wrench some kind of way. Anyway, I done forgot how to do all that wrench stuff, and because I was like, I'm not doing no more, and I used to be able to just boom, 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 boom. My computer's doing some crazy stuff, so I don't want to do too much because I've got 2 tests I've got to take. I had one until Picosha. Girl, I don't know what happened. I know you had a wrench. You still got a wrench, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know. It let me give you a star. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to read up on it again. That's what I'm just going to have to do. I'm going to have to... She says starred 1. I starred 1. I don't know why. It let me give you a star, but it let me give you a star for some reason. Lisa T. Picosha took us out. Miss Dee Dee, was you a mod too? I don't know. I think I'm going to have to go into the one thing and get it. You guys, let's get into a little bit of the commentary for today. Ooh, y'all just don't know how this feel when you can run your hands through your hair. Oh my God. My hair was so thick. I probably had like 2-3 inches of new growth. And okay, so let me 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So Soldier Girl, let me write your name on this right here. Soldier Girl, those are your 6 tickets. And it will be 7929952 to 957. Woke to God. Cause you have to be here when I'm trying to get everybody, so it's not gonna be that difficult. Cause y'all think this is not a lot of work, but it is. It really is. Okay. So did I miss any? Cause I got Lisa T. Dee Dee, I don't know. Was you a mod or was you a mod on the other channel? Even if you was a mod on the other channel, you could still get your tickets over here. Even though we haven't been over there. You guys, we had a lot on our plate. And right now, we're just... and I know, see, Valerie Montgomery, she's a member. And Lisa Taylor's a member also. And so our members get free tickets also. I wasn't doing the free tickets for the members yet. But I will be doing them. We're going to have to get those done. We're going to have to get those done. Because she said, I can imagine SP with your homework. Oh my God, girl. They gave me 4 classes and I only needed 6 credits. And I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 credits. Almost full time. And that's crazy because I got 2 jobs, I mean, even though one job I'm only going 1 day a week, it's still a lot. You guys understand what I'm saying? Like, Miss Dee Dee says, no, I was never a mod. Yeah, I'm sorry. You should be because you're pretty cool. You're pretty cool, but I said to myself, I was like, anywho's. Oh, my hair feels so much better. I couldn't even run my hands through my hair. It was just, that's one thing I don't like. I can take a lot, but I get frustrated with dirt in my hair. I don't mind so much of it being kinky, but like you run your hands through your hair and then you look at your fingernails and then your nails got all the dirt in it. You're like, what the heck is going on? She said 4 classes. Is it? No, it doesn't go by the classes. It goes by the credits of the class. So one of my class is 4 credits. Then I have a class that's 1 credit. That gives me 5. And then I've got 2 classes that's 2 credits each. So that gives me 9 credits. 12 credits is full time. 6 credits is part time. That's why I was saying I didn't need all the classes they gave me. I could have took 1 class, 2 classes and been fine. But they gave me all these other freaking classes, and it really takes up a lot of my time, and half of it I don't even know what I'm doing because I am not tech savvy, and that is a problem. But then at the end of the day, if I'm trying to do good, and retain the stuff, I'm just not trying to just go by. I want to be able to, when I take the test, I'm not struggling as much. She says most classes. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying this is I thought this was like all around the world that 12 credits is full time, 6 credits part time. And if you're trying to get the government or them to give you the loan to go to school, and then when you get out of school you make these payments. And then, but I'm not only going to a public school, so I'm going to the private school. So I'm not only got to make payments after school, I'm got to make payments while during school. You know what I'm saying? Because their tuition is so much more than just what the basics is. So I know they're trying to show, hey, you're paying for this, so we're giving you all this, but you're giving me too much. You don't do that. She said, I better give my birthday wish SP Sunday. Oh, Valerie, yeah. Valerie gonna have her birthday Sunday. It'll be Valerie's birthday. It will be the 28th. Of course. We might even come on. Just be on your birthday. You guys, hey, we love them cancers, don't we? Cancers get along with other cancers. They just always have. She said she gonna be 60 years old, girl. One of these days, I'm gonna be that age too. I'm right at the back door. Right at the back door. So, if whatever you see me do, you know what, you guys? Y'all be like, I can't do that. Y'all can if you want to. But happy birthday to you, Miss Valerie. If we don't come on, happy birthday to you. She says, oh, let us see. Oh, let us see. What? Like, yeah, we get along pretty good. But I'll sing the birthday song to you if you want me to. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Valerie. Happy birthday. Yes. Encore. She said, mine's 8 is August the 2nd. Oh, really? So anyway, you guys, and happy birthday to you coming up, Miss Nancy LaRose, in August. I don't know. You're not no Cancer, but, you're close. Anyway, you guys, I wanted to share with you some of the new update, what's going on in the Young Thug RICO trial. You guys, and when I was doing my hair, I was watching. I'm watching because this is very interesting. It's not just entertaining, because these kids, they're looking at life in prison for being in a gang, and all their information is hearsay. He said this. I believe that. I think this. That is. It's only but one gun. They had 26 people that they was going to put on trial. Now, I'm going to share with y'all some information about some other stuff, some inside stuff of what was really going on. So remember the last time we came on here and I said Miss Ingram was given this case Miss Shakur Ingram. She was a African American female in the Georgia area. She said she's a judge. She was like, I ain't taking that case. And so she had to give a reason why she ain't taking the case. And I told you guys she had a deputy that was accused of sneaking in contraband to one of the YSL, the defendant. Well, there's a backstory to that, and I'm going to share it with you guys because I want you guys to always know what is really going on. So, in all reality, and not only this deputy was the deputy in chambers, which will be the bailiff, not the bailiff, but yeah, I guess you know how you have a bailiff, but you do still have deputies in the chambers that stand there and bring people in and take people out and help make sure they get dressed and they can put on their clothes. Well, this YSL defendant, I can't remember what his name was. If somebody know the name, just put it in the chat so we can all have a good understanding. But the deputy was accused of bringing in contraband. Everybody know what contraband is. Contraband is anything that was not approved that he can have. Whether it's cigarettes, that's contraband. Whether it's bubble gum, that would be contraband. If you're not supposed to be giving, defendants, people that's in jail, things other than what they're supposed to have is contraband. You know what? You can't even give them lotion. That's contraband. You can't give them toothpaste. That's contraband. You can't give them cigarettes, marijuana. Everybody think contraband is just drugs. It's not just drugs. Contraband is anything that was not prohibited for you to give that person. Okay? First of all, we have to get that straight. So everybody know what the definition of contraband is. So everybody be like, oh, it was some drugs. We don't know what it was. But I do believe it was either cigarettes or some marijuana. But nevertheless, I thought that when they said a deputy and the family helped or assist or whatever, the deputy. So I'm thinking you can't be giving inmates and patients that's outside stuff. Right, you can't. You can't give them stuff. You can't even give them an aspirin. That's contraband. Because, they can do stuff. And that's how people, get their life a world in trouble. So anyway, first of all, I'm going to tell you that the deputy, it was not, they said on the news, it was not even accused. They didn't say allegedly. They said they were caught. The news said they were caught giving this defendant contraband. So it wasn't an allegation. It was actually a true, I wouldn't say statement. It was true. The allegations was true. It was probably a cell phone. Most of those jails have a constraint drug supply. Now, Now hold on. So check this out. A constant drug supplier. Okay. Yes, it was a true. It was true. The deputy did sneak in something. They didn't say what it was, but the deputy did sneak in something for the YSL defendant. Okay. Now, the funny thing about the whole situation, I did not know this because I'm thinking, did they pay this? Did they pay this deputy or whatever? So the deputy works in the judge chamber. That was one of the judge deputy. See, they have their own staff. When you come into a court, you have the record keeper. You have somebody sitting up there making sure that the judge don't have time to look up stuff, but they do. So while the judge is talking to them and court is still going, they've got this one person that goes and say, "Hey, judge, you're wrong. Don't change that, whatever." I don't know what that person is called, but it's almost like a secondhand person with eyes and ears. It's their eyes and ears, and Judge Glenville had the same thing. He would have this one guy sitting up there, and if he ruled on something that he wasn't supposed to, he was like, "Judge, go back in and rule on that, or change your ruling, or I looked it up." Because judge ain't got to say, when they say, "Well, we've got this ruling that was back in 1927, such and such versus Billy Bob, and it stated, code whatever number 1568222." You got somebody right there, right then, is looking that up for the judge. The judge ain't got to look up nothing, and he sends it right to the judge so the judge can make a right ruling. And so and if you have somebody that's really, the judge picks that person to work for them, so they know everything, and they get paid really good. So anyway, so anywho's, you guys, so check this out. So it was true. Yes, Soldier Girl, it was true. Like a court orderly. Yeah, Soldier Girl. Like a court orderly. Anyway, I don't know why I thought when they said a deputy, they did not want us to know the deputy was a female. Hello. I'm just letting y'all know. The deputy was a female. And not only was she caught bringing in contraband, she had a full relationship with YSL. That's why Miss Ingram says, "I'm going to recuse myself. Y'all not going to get me up here and get the line." She said, "The devil is a lie. Y'all trying to take my judgment ship just because my deputy done went and did something stupid and got caught." Okay? I wanted y'all to know that. I did. I wanted y'all to know that. She had a full relationship with the... Now, I'm going to tell you something. I told you guys. Them bad boys, what you going to do with them? Them bad boys has finessed it. They finesse some people. They do. They can finesse. They wink at them, and I just wonder, is she one of them that he has to get dressed in front of, and they was in there banging the boots while he was getting dressed or whatever? But she had a full relationship, okay? And so I'm pretty sure she'd have lost her job. I don't know. I know that the judge was trying to help her keep her job. I don't know what happened on the whole situation, but they said that she had a full relation. That changes. She said, "Yeah, that changes it." So Soldier Girl, that judge, she didn't even come. She said, "I will not take this case because they gonna call me as a witness, and my deputy done did allegedly, even though that they said it was true." I guess she got charged for doing it, or disciplined for doing it, or they found the item on him or her or whatever. But evidently it was true. And then they might have records of him calling her, and she taking the phone calls and all that other. That's why it's never good. When I was going in for an interview at the county jail, I said to myself, I walked through there and they was like, "Please, come on, take it." And I was like, "No, I don't want this job." One of the guys that worked there said, "Here come trouble." I said, "What you mean?" He was like, "I can see, cause you got too good of a heart. You have a good heart. You have to stay in your lane." You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm that way, cause I have a lot of brothers, and I'm not in their lives, like, but if they need something, they know they can call me and say, "Hey sis, what do you think about this?" or such. But I'm not a messy person. But One thing about it, I have a soft heart because I do believe that the United States, the whole United States, they treat our African men wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very hard for them. Why do I say that? Because first of all, and I'm just gonna keep it real, you guys. When it comes to our African men, you're gonna have some of them that's very bright, very smart, but then you're gonna have some of them that are not, right? Okay, that's just the average African American man. And it's not because he's not smart. It's probably because, mom and dad is not in the home. So mom is raising him all by herself. So he's gonna have a soft heart. He's gonna have soft heart to women. He's gonna have soft heart to kids. And people take advantage of those because, they are taught to protect and help and all this other stuff, which is good. I love that. But also, when you have the bad boys is basically, since I can't make it in this world, I'm going to take it. And I don't care. Like, I'm not going to struggle all my life. Why? I don't want to work up 9 to 5. I don't want to be, this or that. And so, they get, they start doing things reckless, the drugs and running the street. And then the women, you got the women out there taking off all their clothes. So, they're overwhelmed that they can have this girl, that girl, and that I can screw this and not nail nothing down or whatever. And so they're trying to be everything in the streets, so, they may not want to work a job, you know what I'm saying? Or they only work it for so long. And then they want to help, they want to help the girl. And then she's up there complaining, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. When in all reality, that's why they go to the other side of the race, because they're a little bit more understanding, plus they got the money, and all of that. We get that. She's a bad girl, laughing out loud. What's she gonna do? Yeah, she got a boy, I guess. You gotta sometimes think, did he, like some women be thinking, oh, I really do like him, he's cute, da-da-da-da-da, nobody's gonna know. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I kid you not. It doesn't really matter where you really work at. Every place I've ever worked at, there was always somebody hitting on me. Always. Every job. It didn't matter. Because I believe women really shouldn't be working, outside of the home. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, times is different. We got to, because, that's just how the world is. But that's the reason why you don't really want your woman or your wife or whatever working outside. Because if she's weak, then she's going to take those. Like, if she's not getting loving or she's not getting attention, she's going to go to work and somebody's going to say, hey, you're cute. Oh, your butt looks great, whatever. And then she's going to be smiling and grinning, and you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. With me being a nurse, I done seen everybody naked. I mean, if I seen one, I seen them all. Okay, it doesn't. I don't look at nobody and go, ooh, yeah, I wonder what that's all about. No, I don't. I've never have, and I don't know if it's just I'm just not. One thing is, you have your morals and your values. You don't look at people like that. You know what I'm saying? You just don't. It's like a baby. You don't change a baby going, ooh, what do you got going on over there? You know what I'm saying? You change a baby, and it's a job. Get it done. You don't even want to look. Matter of fact, they don't want you to look at them. You don't want to look at them. You be like, cover that up. Let me go over here and do this. Oh, I got to hold that. I'm sorry. Look at them while you doing it, and don't be looking, because they be like, why are you looking at my penis or whatever? So don't, you know what I'm saying? If you want to make people comfortable, just actually like turn your head or whatever, while you do whatever you got to do. If you got to put a catheter in them or whatever, it's uncomfortable for us too. Trust and believe, it's uncomfortable. But I don't think somebody got to put a catheter in somebody saying, "Oh, wait, look at this penis." You know what I'm saying? Doctors, you have male doctors, and they OBGYN, and you know you pregnant, you want to know you pregnant, and every time you go in, the doctor you got to open up your legs, and you know how you feel. You don't want to open up your legs, but this doctor done seen it all. You know what I'm saying? He done seen it all. He is not looking at your vagina thinking, oh, I want some of that. You know what I'm saying? He's got a wife at home. He's got all the vagina he needs. But, you know, like, I mean, they don't come back and go, oh, yeah, did you see that? Because guess what? It's just like your arm. It's just like your eyeball. We see it. It doesn't do anything for you. You guys understand what I'm saying? It's just a part of your body that, yeah, you don't share with everybody, but hey, we got a job to do or whatever. So with this deputy taking advantage of this defendant and helping him or whatever, she was out of bounds. But that's the reason why that judge did not take the case. So now we're at this new judge. And today she was on the stand, and not on the stand, but she was in the courtroom. She came in there. Her name is Paige Whitaker. Whitaker. I think it's like Whitaker. Like I used to like that one actor. I can't remember his name, but his last name was Whitaker or whatever. And he had one kind of bad eye. You guys know who I'm talking about. Was his name James Whitaker? Or what was his name? Danny Whitaker? I can't remember his name, but I seen him one time in real life going down on the highway. I was like, that's Whitaker. Oh, my God. Forrest Whitaker. Thank you, Soldier Girl. Forrest Whitaker. He was in town one time. I was driving down the highway, and he was driving right beside me. And I was like, that's Forrest Whitaker. Oh, my goodness. And I was like, beep, 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 blow my horn. I was waving and everything. I don't know why he was in town or whatever. But I wasn't starstruck. I'm just letting you guys know. But when I do see people that are famous and they're celebrities, I like to just tell them, you're doing a good job. But I always think that he's a good actor. I love his acting. So anyway, this judge named Paige, she said he is so handsome, SP. Let me think. I guess you're right, Soldier Girl. He is handsome. He is. Even with his eye all messed up, he is, you know. Yeah, I believe he is. He's not fine. Now, you know what I'm saying? He's not fine, but I think that he's probably a really good person, you know. Even though people make fun and say he taking NyQuil and DayQuil. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. He takes NyQuil and DayQuil? Okay. Anyway, so this new judge, his eyes distinct. Yeah, his eyes is different. But you know what? And he's a big guy, and it's a more of a, not a healthy big guy, you know what I'm saying? So he's a big guy, and I told you guys, you know, I like big guys. I don't like little thin men. I just don't. Never have. But with him having all that money and that fame and stuff, it makes him look so much better. Now, if he wasn't famous, would you date him or something? I think I probably would give him a chance, but I'm not that attracted to him like that. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's a nice looking guy, but that's about it. You know, he ain't super. He ain't fine to me. He's not fine. But he's not ugly. Trust and believe he's not ugly. You know, men need to be able to distinguish themselves. That's just my opinion. Yeah, for sure. So, anywho, this new judge named Paige, she comes in there. She done told everybody, We're not going to go over everything. You guys need to make a list of all your motions, make a list of all the witness, make a list of all of your evidence. We're not going to go back and do this and do that. She says, I love Forrest's personality. He does have a very good personality. You're right, Soldier Girl. His personality is like a 100. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably why, he's an attractive man, I think. Because it's not his physical appearance to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really attracted to his physical appearance. I believe his personality I'm more attracted to than his physical appearance. I'm not attracted to his physical appearance. But like I said, it's really hard for me to be attracted to somebody's physical appearance. Like my husband tell me he's not attracted to my physical appearance. But I think I'm nice looking, but he said he didn't pick me for that. I think, and I don't know. I think because I'm bubbly or fun, or I'm venturous, I'm a virtual woman, That's what he said. So, I just don't stand by like I'm gonna try to figure it out, find it, and all that. Don't have a lot of money, Matter of fact, don't have none. But it's all good. We gonna do it all together. Oh, my hair is drying, you guys, and it's gonna get frizzy. Oh my God. It's going to get frizzy. My hair is starting to be like old people hair. Very thin. That's all I got to say. Ain't nothing I'm going to be able to do with it, but it's okay. At least it's combable. It took a while. It probably gave me about 2-3 new inches. Yes, it did. Anyway, so this new judge, your hair probably long. Yeah, it is. It is. Soldier Girl, it is. It does go down my back. But it used to be a little thicker, and it's always been thin, but now it's thinner than thin. It's thinner than paper. You can see through it. That's why I said I'm getting the old people hair now, where you can, like, if I straighten my hair and curled it, you'll be able to see through my hair. It doesn't matter how long it is. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it. One thing about it, I like hair. I just don't like to do hair. Anyway, you guys, let me finish up and tell you about Miss Page. So, Miss Page, the new judge, she is not a black woman. She is a Caucasian white woman, whatever you want to call her. And she said, that's not, I know. I'm not mad about it. Because you got to think how old I am and where I'm at. Like, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. Like, with you having long hair and then thin hair, what happens when it gets older, it'll start laying down like you got good hair. Yeah, Paige Whitaker. She pronounced it Whitaker. And I don't know why. But so she came in and she was like, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna go over everything. And if y'all was doing something before, that's what we're gonna do. They were talking about, she says that they're not going to bring the jurors back in until August. She says August the 5th. August the 5th, you guys. Did you hear what I said? They're not going to bring the jurors back until August the 5th, but they're going to work everything out. And I'm going to tell you something. They need to put more motions in there, because this trial, this is too much. This is too much. They're going to be all mixed up and everything. It's just going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, you guys. So, I don't know. What's that normal? Yeah, I don't know if that's good, but the defense says that they are winning this. They was like, the best thing that could have happened is getting that judge recused. And when they got that judge recused, that was the best thing. August the 5th. And then she said that when August the 5th get here, if they ain't got it all together, she's going to give them another week off again. So she made some rules. She put some rules down. She said, first thing we're not going to do is be eating in the courtroom. Why somebody's on the stand, y'all got popcorn and peanuts and y'all eating. Y'all gonna be professional about this. And you guys know they were in the courtroom eating, snacking on chips and stuff and drinking soda pops and eating burgers and everything. She said, why are y'all doing that? You can't be coming in here eating food unless we're working through our lunch or our supper or something. You're not going to be bringing food in here eating. She says, and then another thing. She said, I starts court at 8:45, not 8:30. She said, not 9:45, not tell you to be here at 8:45, and then we don't start until. She said, we start in court at 8:45. She said, I'm not waiting on nobody because the defendant should be here. We've got the deputies to bring them in. We're not going to wait on this attorney, that attorney. If you got one attorney here, we're moving on. She's like, y'all not wasting my time. And let me see what else. I didn't write nothing down. This is all going by me remembering what was said. Like I said, She also told them, why do the defendants have earbuds and listening to music while we're doing court? She said, who giving the defendants earbuds? You know what I'm saying? Why do they need earbuds? Why are people walking up giving them earbuds? She said that is a contraband. The defendants come in here and you're giving them earbuds, letting them listen to music instead of listening to what's going on. They're up there like this is a game. So I believe she is already getting angry with the defendants and the defendants' attorneys. She says, and then another thing. She says, what reason do they need to have earbuds? What reason? Exactly, earbuds. Why they need to have earbuds? Exactly. They seen Young Thug in court listening to his music. Like, yeah, whatever. Like, this is a game. Then she turns around and she told them, and another thing. So she must have asked the deputies in that courtroom, what problems do you guys see? And they said, she said, why do all the defendants have a wardrobe back there for like 30, 40 different pairs of pants, 30, 40 different shirts? You're here only but 5 days a week. You're going to have to stop letting them wear everything and changing everything. You know what I'm saying? They defendants. Now, I don't think that they got a problem with, bring 5 things to wear, then take 5 things back home and change out. But to have a whole wardrobe there like you're living there, she's saying you're going to have to pick and choose what you want to wear through the week. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? Because Young Thug been coming in there dressed to the T. He comes in there looking like he's off the street. He doesn't look like, he's not wearing his suit. Sometimes he'll wear a suit. But basically he wearing his turtlenecks and, and he's wearing proper clothes. He's not wearing just raggedy clothes. She wants them to look like gang members and thugs and everything. And they're not. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. And then another thing I wanted you guys, hey Danielle, how you doing? The other thing, yeah, they're listening to his music, right? They in there like, yeah, when we get done with this, we gonna be big. So the other thing that she had a problem with was what was it? She said no eating, earbuds, the clothing. They need to share information. I guess the defendants was saying that the state was just the prosecution is not sharing all their information. They're just throwing videos up there and they're like, hey, where did this come from? And then they're acting like, oh, it's in there. And then they find out after they done played the video, the jurors done seen the video, they listened to the video, they're going through the video, that it wasn't even an exhibit to be seen. You know what I'm saying? But they played it anyway. And so Judge Glenville had, Judge Glenville had allowed them to do that. I told y'all there was a lot of stuff that was not right in this case. They're going to get a mistrial. They're not going to be found guilty. They're not. When the jurors come in, the jurors going to say, the judge is gone, the reporter is gone, the sightseer orderly that looks up all the information. We've got everybody new in here. What the heck happened? They're going to think something ain't right. That you done took the whole judge and his staff and got a whole new staff. And they're going to be sitting there going, oh, yeah, the state's trying to do some stuff. And they done got caught. And they going to feel like, because I would. If I was a juror and you let me off, we've been in court for 6-7 months, and I come back. We've been out since July. We come back 30 days later, and there's a whole new judge, a whole new court reporter, a whole new bailiffs, and all of that stuff, and we're going, what the heck is going on? Did he die? Did somebody kill him? What happened? Because I don't know if they can tell the jurors he was recused or whatever. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come up. Miss Didi says the mistrial because the math ain't mathing. Exactly. It ain't. He's going to get out. All of them going to get out, you know. And, not only that, they made a motion that on July the 10th, or June the 10th, when they did the ex parte meeting, then June the 11th, there was an attorney that filed a motion for him to recuse himself. I don't know if it was Steele or it was another attorney. Only attorney I really pay attention to a lot. I'm sorry. But there's other attorneys that's good too, that's been doing a lot of good there. That did you guys know? And you got to know. I want to share this with you. This is how you learn stuff. People can't tell you nothing because when you see it for yourself, then you know. So check this out. Everything that was said and done after that attorney filed the motion for Judge Glenville to recuse himself, and he didn't, it's got to be taken out of court. Did you guys hear what I just said? So everything that Woody said on the stand, they're going to have to tell the jurors to disregard all of it. Disregard all of it. Because when he made a ruling, it's almost like getting your disability. You file your disability and you don't get it. Okay? A whole year go by, then they give you your disability. They're going to have to go back and pay you for all that. Same thing in court. They filed a motion. They didn't get the motion right then, and they just kept going through court, right? So everything that Woody said on the stand, when he was on the stand, guess what? They're going to have to tell them, disregard all that, because guess what? He was supposed to recuse himself the day I asked him to recuse himself. Not 30 days later, let somebody get on the stand, tell you, I can't recall, and Susu said this, and Jimmy Bob said that. All that's gotta be thrown out. Yes, Soldier Girl. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Tina says, shut the front door, SP. I'm telling y'all, you learn something. You grow through this. Yes. So when Woody come back, and see, you got to remember, Woody is already still on his testimony. He's still on the case. He's still on the stand. So when he comes back, a lot of the things, those jurors already heard him say this, and all of that stuff. But it is definitely going to be a mistrial because Woody did not want to testify, and he told them he didn't want to testify, and that right there, with them getting Judge Glenville recused, even though that Cruz said it wasn't because of the ex parte meeting, it was because Judge Glenville was like, I'm right because this, that, and the other, and I didn't do this and I didn't do that. She's trying to say it wasn't because of that. It was because of the public. If there was a reasonable doubt in the public that it's being fair, because he's sitting there saying, I'm fair, I'm this, I can do this. No, get out of here, Glenville. Get out of here. See, at the end of the day, you guys charged this as a RICO trial. Okay, I'm not an expert, but you guys charged these young men as a RICO, and there is no organization in this whole thing. That's what makes it so stupid. They're not organized at all. If somebody went out and robbed the candy store, it ain't got nothing to do with the gang. It's just that person. Just okay, you guys is all part of SP News Nugget. But if you went out and just say, for instance, went and got drunk, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Just because you were part of the group and the family, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Just decided to go do some dumb stuff. That's on you. But I do understand, it does make a difference when you say you're a part of something. But just remember one thing. Yeah, there's no crime in being a part of a group or whatever. One thing. People in your group can make it look bad. Remember, we did have members that was a mod, actually. I'm not going to say the name, but they went to another channel one time. They got into it with some women. They started talking about the women's kids and wished the kid to die. Them people came to me and said, hey, SP, one of your mods was over here on my channel. And they was like, your kid is dumb. Your kid is stupid. I wish your fat kid died. And I was like, oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? Because they were a mod. And we're Warriors for Children. And then, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I had to remove that mod because that ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Even though the mod was in her right, she did something stupid, but the mod was in her right defending herself because she was talking about her kid. She was talking about her kid. You guys understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying, but kids is off limits, but nevertheless, she was saying some stupid stuff. I don't know. I didn't go look at it all. I just said, girl, why are you talking about the girl's kids now? Like, you can't be over here. See, that's why I tell y'all all the time, be careful when you're in these other groups and then you over there acting a fool, and then they come back and they be like, because at the end of the day, yeah, we are very respected. We used to, when we first come on, people used to come at us and we had all the numbers in the world because guess what? Everybody liked controversy and conflict. So everybody was in here, what you gonna say, SP? What you gonna do? They said this, they said that, and all this other stuff. You know what? I be looking like a fool just like them, arguing with somebody. For what? They a grown person. Their opinion over there matters over there. It don't matter what they think of me over here. I'm at my own house. If I want to water my plant, I water my plant. But don't come sweeping my front door when you I'm not finna go back and forth with no woman. About what? That don't even make sense. If she think the sky is purple over there, it might be purple over there, but over here it's blue. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna argue with you. Argue with you about what? You do your thing, I do mine. But some people wanted that arguing, and it does bring the numbers up and all this other stuff. Sometimes we did have to get into it with some people, and sometimes people's like, you're not right. Why'd you put my picture up there? And da 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 da. Then they come in the channel, and then they throw some things in the chat. That's why I say you guys got me fighting a battle. Ain't even. Then they over there talking about, oh, SP over there, y'all. They talking about you. No, you're in the chat acting like you somebody else talking about the woman. Then you run over there and say we talking about her, and just like Woody say, is she dumb or is she stupid? And then they believe it, and then they over here, we gonna shut her down, and they sitting there like, yeah, I got them fighting her, I ain't gotta fight her. And then they over there making content talking about, oh, SP is in some trouble. Yeah, I seen it all. I was like, only thing y'all could do is get me another 1,000 supporters. And it works and it happens, but that was not my agenda. My agenda is like the children, the fairness in the world, learning and growing as a community. And then if we can get on some of these cases, and some people, I was talking to Miss Tina a couple of days ago, and I was telling her, sometimes the reason why we back off of the kid cases is because sometimes I myself personally literally get tired of speaking about dead kids. It's never gonna end, you guys, and I understand that. But sometimes some of the cases are so gruesome that I just have to back away off of the kid for a moment, because I don't want to desensitize myself and just be like, okay, this kid got put in the frying pan. This kid, the alligator ate him. This kid, the mama beat the kid into the eye until the eye was in the anus. I don't want to be desensitized. Like sometimes I need time, and you guys do too. You guys need time to really, focus on your family. Make sure your grandkids is okay. You learn some things, grow, be a better person and everything. Because I don't want nobody to go out there and hurt somebody because, they get you get really angry with these cases. Because I do sometimes. I mean, I'm not going to hurt nobody, but what I'm saying is you sometimes be like, golly, like, what the heck is the world coming to? Like, the kids is... I mean, when I grew up, kids was off limits. Now, that's the new thing, And yeah, it is very disgusting. And I sometimes be like, I understand the world doing stuff to the kids. But then when we see grandparents, and then the parents, and then the teachers, and the judges, and the police, when we start seeing them doing stuff, we be like, and the daycare providers, we be like, I already know this, but it's just good to keep your eyes open. And the way we keep our eyes open is knowing that it exists out there, that evil does exist out there. And even though, my kids are grown, one time that you take your eyes off your kid or your grandkid when they're needing you could be the difference from them harming themselves or harming other people. I believe I'm good. Just because my kids is grown don't mean anything. People always say, I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this happen. People get tired of stuff, So, yeah, so that's the reason why. And it's always learning. And not only learning, but remembering that when you're going through stuff, or you may think it's okay because you've done it. Or, like this one girl, she was a mod of ours, And she called me and she was like, I used to leave my kids at home all the time. She said, I'm not going to lie to you. And I said, I know there's a lot of people that do it. I'm not going to say I've never done it before. I think I've done it a couple of times. But, I didn't feel comfortable with it. So I was like, shh. But something could have happened. She says, but watching this and seeing that the house could have burnt down or somebody could have broke into the house or you could lose your kids altogether by CPS coming to get the kids or whatever, or one case, letting your kids go over spending the night over to somebody's house, the neighbor's house or the friend's house, and then you don't never see your kid back again. Learning that just don't be so humble and gullible to be like, oh, my kid want to go over Juju Bean's house. No, go over there. If you feel like you're gonna let your child go over there, your grandkid go over there, you go over there, meet them, let them know that you're watching your kid, and you talk to your kid, and they can call you at any time. And I mean, I'm telling you guys, one day my son wanted to spend the night over to one of his friends' house. I knew where the friend lived at and everything, and I was like, okay. But we live in basically a white community, which I didn't have too many problems over here, but I know we do have problems. This is, they say, the KKK, area right where I live at. Matter of fact, one day I was coming home from work, and the police stopped me and was like, ma'am, don't go down there. I guess they were having their little parade or whatever going on. Anyway, I had to go all the round to get to the street, to come to my street, because they were going to walk down the street and they were having their little parade, their little white sheet parade, whatever. Anyway, and that's funny that we're talking about this, but the person that was over that parade, this is where my son was going to go and spend the night. And I told my son, I said, son, I don't know if you really want to go over there. And I don't want to tell my son why. But he was like, oh, Mom, he's cool. He got a go-kart like I got a go-kart. And we play all the time together. And I go over there all the time. And his parents said it was okay. So my son went over there and I was like, okay. And I was at home. I'd never let my kids go somewhere where I'm just at work. You know what I'm saying? But I let him go over there, and my son called me in the middle of the night. I answered the phone. I said, hello. He was like, Mama. And he was whispering. He was like, Mama. I was like, what? He was like, they in there talking about, why'd you bring that N over here? They said the N word, And he said, Mama, I started listening, and they was looking at me. They was looking at me all strange. His whole family in there just talking about me. And he was like, Mama, I'm scared. I said, boy, you better get out of there. And he was like, okay, come and get me. I'm leaving now. He was like, man, I'm going to the bathroom. He jumped out the bathroom window and ran home. Didn't have shoes or nothing. And I called him going down the street. Because I was like, where you want me to pick you up? He was like, you'll see me coming. It was snowing outside, y'all. It was snowing outside. And I'm like going down the street and I see his little black butt running down the street. I said, I bet you won't do that no more. So, we learned, and he was like, Mama, I was scared. I said, boy, see what I'm telling you? I tried to tell you. Everybody, here's the thing. The kids were kids. That wasn't the only time I had a problem with parents. Even with my son on another parent, he played with this girl all the time. They were friends. I can't remember the girl's name. There's two girls. They would play all the time. The girl's father came to my house and she said, I don't let my daughters play with black boys. And he was a police officer. Yeah, he was a police officer. And I told him, I said, get off my porch, get off my property. They're kids, let them play, whether they're boys, black boys, but he made sure he said black boys, So I just told him, get off my porch. Well, to make a long story short, they couldn't go over there no more. I told them never go over there again because I don't want to have problems with them. And they didn't, but they still played at school. Anyway, you guys, the girl grew up, and guess what? Guess what? She was in a we call them cash houses. You know, you remember the cash house that April was in? You guys put a 1 in the chat if you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I got a call from somebody, and because I always stayed in contact with who's who and everything, and this girl was at that house, and she really didn't know who she was and what she was doing. She done got a hold of some stuff, and I went over there and I got her. I went over there and got her because they were gonna do some stuff with her and everything. The little white girl that couldn't play with little black boys, and yeah, I went over there and got her out the cash house, and she didn't even know her name. She was just a zombie. She was just gone. Anyway, you guys, I took her home, and yeah, I took her home and trap house, cash house, yeah. Anyway, she ended up marrying a black man. Yes, she did. She said, I bet she date black men. Yeah, she does. She date a lot of them. Matter of fact, my daughter and her got into it about a little black boy. So she grew up basically, not being, racist, but, her parents are. Anyway, you guys, it's just life. That's the way life is. And some older people, you can't make them act a certain way or whatever. They are who they are and everything. So, you guys, I am going to get off of here because it is getting late and got to get me some vittles in my belly. Thank you guys for showing on up. I just wanted you guys to know what the update on the Young Thug case is. They do got a new attorney. Her name is Paige Whitaker, and she's a Caucasian woman. She is not standing for it. It does seem like she is coming in and already attacking the lawyers on the defendant side, probably because they've already got one judge out of there. So, but with that being said, you guys, let's get on out of here, and I will see you guys Monday. And if you don't see me Monday, because I do got 2 tests to do Monday, I might come on a little later. I don't think I work Monday. Let me see. Oh, I do work Monday too. Dang it. Wow. I do work Monday. I don't work. Let me see. No, I don't work Monday. I'm sorry. I don't work Monday. So I work Tuesday. So I will see you guys soon.